Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to another Bake with Mr. Price. I have my son Liam here with us today, and today is Boris's birthday. So we decided to take a brain break, and we're gonna make him a cake so we can celebrate later. So why don't you guys join us and watch what we do? So Liam's gonna help out by mixing the ingredients into the mixer here. So the first thing he's gonna do is he is going to take the 2 sticks of butter here, and I'm gonna give him a spatula. And he's gonna put it into the mixer, and he's gonna turn it on, and let's see if he can do it. All right, so while the butter is spinning around in the mixer, Liam is going to take 4 eggs, and he's gonna crack them and put them into the bowl. One little tip is if you're not good at cracking eggs, you can always crack them into a bowl first, and then pour them into the bowl, so that way you don't get eggshells. But Liam's pretty good at cracking them. Maybe not. Let me get him a bowl. That's it. Okay, 1 is cracked. Yep, put it in. 3 more to go. There's 2. There's 3. And there is our 4th one. Good. Now Liam's going to turn the mixer up to number 4 and give it more power. And now Liam is going to add some sugar. And we're going to need, I'm just looking at my recipe here, 1.25 cups of sugar. So, all right, now let's do a cup. Sugar? Yeah, a whole cup of sugar. Okay. Now we're going to take a 1/4 teaspoon. A 1/4 teaspoon is a little tiny thing. And we're going to put a 1/4 teaspoon of salt into that. So here's the salt. Now some people say, why do you put salt in cake? But it actually makes the sugar taste sweeter. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. Now we are going to add our baking powder, and we need 1 tablespoon of baking powder. So 1 tablespoon is this guy right here. So there goes the baking powder. The baking powder is going to help make it nice and puffy and light. All right, so now it's time to add the flour, and we need 3 cups of flour. So, okay, so now that he added the 1 cup of flour, we're going to put in a total of 1.25 cups of milk, but you alternate the flour and the milk. There's one more thing we have to add, and that is a tablespoon of vanilla. Now, a tablespoon is just like a little... Yeah, keep going. All right, it's good. Okay. Looks good. I think he can turn it off now. And use the other controller on the other side to lift up the top of it.
Oh, wait.
Is it? Yeah, lift it up. All right, so now it's time to put the cake batter into the cake pans. But before we do, we have to prepare the cake pans. So Liam is going to take that little bit of butter that I put in there, and he's going to rub it around with his fingers. And by the way, we washed our hands before we started baking. And while he's doing that, go ahead, Liam. I'm going to create 2 circles out of parchment paper, which is paper that you can use when you bake. And that's going to prevent the cake from sticking. All right, so we took our 2 cake pans and we filled them with the batter, and Liam is going to give them just a little tap like this onto the countertop to make sure they're nice and level. And we will see you when they are done baking. All right, so we put the first layer down, and what I did while Liam was still finishing up his schoolwork was I made some frosting using 2 sticks of butter, 4 cups of powdered sugar, a little bit of vanilla, and some milk. And I mixed it around and it created this really nice butter frosting. Okay, so I put the frosting on the cake and I'm gonna just let it go sit in the refrigerator for a few minutes. And Liam took a bag of Oreos that we had and put them in a brown bag. And he's gonna close up the top of the bag and he's gonna come over here and he's gonna pound the cookies to make a crumble for the top. Okay, so you can see Liam went a little crazy with the Oreo topping, but I still think it'll be delicious. Now, we're gonna sing happy birthday to Boris and celebrate. All right, everyone, let's sing to Boris. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Boris. Happy birthday to you. He's 8 today, by the way. Yay! Happy birthday, Boris! Thanks for joining us!